All right, good morning. It is 8 a.m. sharp, and we have a live view of that forecast for you right now on our KTBS 3 live stream here on YouTube. We've got our 3's traffic tracker, and we're checking out the latest along I-20 in Bossier City, Shreveport area, right there at the bridge. And it's getting a little bit slow over there at I-20 and Traffic Street. This is right here at the red, all the way over towards areas. It's going to be generally in the vicinity. I'm just going to kind of move out of the way for you in the vicinity over there towards Benton Airline Drive. It's going to get a little slow, just a little bit slow this morning, but not too bad. I-20 west of Barksdale. There's that one little area that's kind of moving along just fine going westbound. Eastbound, though, it's not bad. Going from Shreveport to Bossier, you're looking good. And I-228 Market Street, traffic there is flowing just fine. No accidents, no major slowdowns. Benton and Airline Drive, it is a different story. When light turns red, you got an accumulation of cars, people driving slow and being safe for those school kids as they start their day. So watch out for them. Now, that's today and that's currently, but let's go ahead and jump on into tomorrow, because today it looks great. Tomorrow looks fine, especially the first half of the day. But as we move on into the afternoon and evening, there's probably going to be a few showers out there. Moving in from out west, the developing storm system to the Rockies is going to be making its way towards our neck of the woods, leaving us with rain and thunderstorms on Saturday. Looks like we might get a little bit also early Sunday morning. So here's the big picture for the weekend ahead. You got Highland, you've got Gemini going on. And if you're going to be parading this weekend, or maybe enjoying some Valentine's with that loved one, we've got Saturday, 69 degrees, 68 on Sunday. Better chance of rain and thunderstorms Saturday into Saturday night, and maybe into the wee hours of Sunday morning, then decreasing clouds and looking much better late day Sunday. Willis Knight and Mega 3 live Doppler radar. So far, we're not really picking up any issues out and about and across the area. No problems out there in those areas around Toledo Bend, north towards the I-30 corridor. As we zoom that view out for you, the rain chances today, not going to be much out there. That is for sure. We've got some areas of spotty rain and even some snowfall up into areas of the Rockies. But for generally the southeast here, all is looking really good. So there you go. Some snow in northern Colorado, northern parts of Utah there, and a little bit trying to fall out there in areas of northern New Mexico. But around here, we've got the blue skies, and winds are mainly calm. They're around 5-7 miles per hour. And our temperatures, let's take a look at that. So we had a front move through a few days ago, and it's allowed some cooler air to spill south. The deeper, colder air further to the north, up there around Texarkana, for example, where our temperatures are around 39 degrees. You head down towards Shreveport, we're 44. You head further south, down towards Manny, we're 52. So as that cold air from up north drops south, it got shallower and shallower till finally it didn't really have much of an impact on us as it dipped on into Natchitoches and over towards Sabine County and into San Augustine and Nacogdoches County there in southeast Texas. Around the region, cloud-wise and rain-wise, all we have right now is just the clouds moving in. They will continue to do this. We'll continue to see that moisture feed from the Pacific, and also eventually from the Gulf. Things will really start to pile back up. But there you go. You can see all that moisture over Baja California, rolling across northern Mexico, heading over into Arizona and New Mexico. That's going to be making its way towards us. This next surface low, this low disturbance, is going to wash out as it enters into an area around high pressure, which is here in our general area. So it'll start to kind of flush out, but we'll start to pick up a southwest wind, a southerly wind, thanks to that trough, and that'll kind of help us out there with the moisture levels that we'll need for some rain, which, by the way, we do need plenty of rain around here. The cold, you probably do a little bit without that for a while. We've got 30s up into Little Rock. Memphis is 40 degrees, 40s out towards Dallas, down around the coastal areas, 50s in Houston, and this morning down towards New Orleans, we're in the low 60s. All right, the threat of severe weather out into West Texas for tomorrow. Now, elsewhere, though, we're expecting that threat to expand into a marginal risk from the Texas coastline all the way into southern Oklahoma, much of Louisiana, and South Arkansas. This threat encompasses severe weather that will be more like the winds being the primary threat. So we're talking damaging straight line winds. The threat of tornadoes, that would be isolated, but marginal risk is certainly better than, for example, enhanced or moderate or marginal risk. Marginal risk is low end. And as far as the high risk, we're talking about something much higher than that. We're talking about the high risk in purple or even in the red. That's going to be one of your higher risks. We're kind of on the low end of the storm threat for right now. But the winds would be the primary issue that we would have to deal with if that comes along. Okay, from there we go into a look at those temperatures. And for today, it's going to be sweet. We've got temperatures in the 70s around here. We'll be in the 70s again for Friday. And as we head into Saturday, a little bit cooler because of the rain. We've got 60s out there. By Sunday, we're talking 50s and 60s, depending on how much rain you're getting at the time that we reach our typical high temperature for the day. Then by Saturday, here we go. Clouds rolling in Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, we got some showers beginning to pick up down south, and they'll be moving north across the I-20 corridor. I-30 corridor, the rain starting to look a little bit heavier, a few more thunderstorms there, and that's around 2 p.m., between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. We're going to have a lot happening in the atmosphere. We're going to have our temperatures warming up, the air mass above us becoming more volatile as the temperatures heat up, and we start to see a stronger south wind. And we've got the cooler weather further north of our neck of the woods up there towards northern Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and some of that's going to be filtering south. Now, as that starts to displace some of this warmer weather from the storms out here, that's going to help fuel those storms and bring them to higher altitudes as far as the cloud tops go. And that's where we start to get some of the possibilities of severe thunderstorms. Now, by about 10 p.m. Saturday night, from East Texas all the way into the northern parishes, southwest Arkansas, we'll see this next line rolling eastbound. And at the same time, we're going to have some upper level wind developments that's going to be pretty fast. And that's going to kind of basically book this thing eastward fairly quickly. So as we start to see the rains gathering here, and then it starts to form a line along the frontal boundary itself, that's when things kick into high gear and that front starts to move much faster. By midnight, a majority of the heavier rain or potential for thunderstorm development or severe storm development will be over here towards El Dorado, Ruston, Natchitoches, down towards Manny. And from there, it's basically just going to be rain all the way up until around 6 to maybe 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. And then we'll start to see some partial clearing, especially so into the afternoon. Rainfall totals that we may very well end up with. Well, first of all, Saturday, midday, still probably just cloudy and damp, but you'll feel in the air that it's starting to get a little bit more tropical, a little bit more humid, a little bit more breezy from the south, while at the same time, Mount Pleasant, Idabel, and DeQueen, out towards Texarkana, will start to pick up some spotty areas of rain. From there, we travel on into Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and I tell you what a difference 12 hours makes. From about midnight to midnight, we start to see a heck of a difference in accumulations, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches up around I-30, I-20 into the south. It could be anywhere from about an inch up to maybe about 1/4 of an inch down towards Manny. And from midday all the way on into Sunday midday, we have a little bit more rain down south, maybe 1/2 inch for Manny, maybe around 3/10 of an inch for Natchitoches. And then this kind of gives you a broad all-over view of the impact. Where will it be heaviest? Not exact amounts of rain, but it gives you an idea of where it will be heaviest versus where it's probably going to be a little bit more on the light side. Now, the temperatures. Let's take a look at that one more time here, shall we? 70s today. Overnight tonight, we drop down to the 50s with 40s further north up towards Hope and into DeQueen. Then we jump back into the 70s on Friday. That's 2 Fridays in a row where we have some pretty sweet weather. And then on Saturday, we go back into the 60s due to the clouds and the rain, and that front moves through. So we're likely to see some lower to mid 60s again for our Sunday. Some areas may still pop up to around 68. Okay. Here's the 7-day forecast. And it looks pretty good after Sunday, and we get rid of the rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We've got low to mid 70s out there for highs. Overnight lows will be down in the 40s and 50s. Thanks for checking us out today here on our KWS3 live stream. We hope you have a wonderful morning ahead and afternoon to come. Be careful, watch out, slow down on those roadways, and make sure you're staying alert. We'll have the latest for you on the severe weather potential coming up on Saturday. Again, marginal risk of storms Saturday into Saturday night for our area. Some of those storms may produce damaging winds. And of course, that's a marginal risk that we have for our area. That's the primary threat. The winds, maybe some larger hail too. We'll keep you updated on the latest. Just make sure you have your KPS3 weather app if you're going to be heading out for any of the Mardi Gras parades this weekend.